Hi YouTube. So about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I found out that I am pregnant after I think like 16 months of trying. We finally succeeded. I did one test and it was positive, and I was like, please bring more home, because my partner works next door to a Boots, so he went into the Boots and got one of those packs of 2. Didn't use the second one. Obviously I waited until the next morning to use the first morning urine so it'd be more effective, and that came out positive too, and I was like, okay, don't need to do the second one, it's definite. So then the next day I rang the midwife. So yeah, exciting. Turns out I'm 8.5 weeks now, and well, that's a guess really. We won't know until the dating scan. My mum thinks I'm a lot further along, based on my stomach and that I'm already feeling flutters. But my sister, she felt flutters at like 9 weeks, so and she had a frontal placenta, or whatever you call it, so that, you know, that's quite early considering that a placenta was on the front. So if my placenta's on the back, then, you know. Anyway, I'm going to show you my 8-week bump. It's crazy. It's already there. It's crazy. So, symptoms at 8 weeks, well, since finding out, so the last 2 weeks, I have tried to eat as much as I can, but basically I just don't want anything really. Chocolate tastes crap. What did I have the other night? Oh, sausage sandwich. I had a sausage sandwich for breakfast a few mornings back, and I took one bite and I was like, I don't want it. I'm not feeling sick, it's just that things taste crap and I don't want them. It's like I've got a taste in my mouth constantly and I don't know what it is, but it's hard to eat stuff. There's some things that are more tolerable and I'm trying to just stick to them, but it's a bit boring. Like cheese and crackers is great, soup is great, but that's like kind of hospital food really. I mean, it's nice. I like cheese and crackers, I like soup, but I don't want to eat it every day. That's about it. Oh, and they're really heavy, my boobs are. And yeah, feeling flutters, food aversions to absolutely everything, more or less. I've been kind of weepy. We've told my mum and my sisters and a couple of friends. We haven't told my partner's family yet because well, they live a lot further away and don't have Facebook and stuff, so it's harder. His parents do have FaceTime, so when Matt has time, we're planning on FaceTime with them. But yeah, I'm kind of nervous about that because I don't know. I don't think we ever actually told them that we were trying, so it would be a bit of a surprise for them, whereas my family all knew that we were trying, and were really supportive because they knew that we'd been trying for so long, whereas his family don't know the struggles that we've gone through. They don't know that we were trying. I don't know how we didn't tell them. guess Matt just doesn't talk to his family as much as I do to mine, but he's bloke, so you know. I won't be putting out this video until after we have the dating scan, because obviously there's some people that still don't know. But yeah, I've ordered a few newborn cloth nappies from different brands to try out. I have made some little trousers, like that way around. Made some little trousers. They're a bit dodgy, but it was my first try at making trousers, basically. I have been told that because it's 100% acrylic, I could use them as though they're like a PUL cover, or a fleece cover. They just have to be washed like at least once a day, basically, or like every few uses, basically. You know what I mean? Because unlike 100% wool, actual virgin wool covers, it doesn't have its own like antibacterial properties, so you have to treat it like fleece or PUL. So you can only use it like a couple of times, and then you have to put it in the wash. So I'm gonna have a try at that. I'm gonna make a matching jumper or cardigan as well. I have also made a nappy cover, a PUL one, using this pattern, but the elastics weren't very good, which I am seething about, because obviously paid for elastic, you expect it to be decent enough to, you know, actually, you know, keep something tight. I pulled it as tight as you could possibly pull it, and then sewn it. So it should, you know, have pinged back, basically, but it didn't really. It wasn't that strong. So I've ordered two different types of elastic. One is like to go in casing. So I'm gonna try and make probably more like an Alva nappy wrap cover, whatever. They've been on my channel before. I've done a review on the Alva covers, but I'm going to try and make like a newborn version with a umbilical cord snap down. I am also going to try and do the same cover that I did before again, but I have taken about probably 1/2 centimetre off every edge, hopefully to make it smaller and also shorter, and when I've got the hopefully stronger elastics, we'll see if it will fit better, because I honestly, I'm also going to add some gussets to it, because I think it will just work better. I didn't know how to do that before, but I've researched it, so I think I can do it. Yeah, I'll see you in a week or two for the next update. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so hi YouTube. It is now, I will be 12 weeks tomorrow, according to, you know, midwife predictions based on my last menstrual period. But I'm starting to think that maybe that wasn't an actual period, because I feel like I'm at least a couple of weeks further along than, you know, nearly 12. Yeah, just the rate at which my belly is growing, and about a week or so ago I felt like an actual proper kick. I think it's boy, so I'm gonna refer to it as he. He doesn't move like every day, but apparently with most babies under 20 weeks, I think it said, most babies under 20 weeks you won't feel move like at regular frequencies or whatever. They'll have like a really active day and then they'll not be active for like a day or so and then be active again. And he's kind of like that, and it freaks me out, like on the days when he's not very active. Like he can go like 2 days without moving, or at least without me feeling him move anyway. I mean, I think he's in an awkward place, to be honest. So yeah, but I do feel like proper kicks at some points. The other day, Heather like full on headbutted my belly for no reason apart from the fact that she's a hyper child. And being my emotional pregnant self, I started crying. And she was very affectionate and very apologetic. But yeah, it did hurt. But then, because at that point I hadn't felt him move for like a day and a half or something like that, and then later on that day at like 9 o'clock at night he randomly started moving, and I just burst into tears again because I knew he was alright. But I've been feeling him more in my side than on my stomach, which is odd, but it could explain why I've not been feeling him much, because if his legs are like facing that way, like towards my spine and back rib cage, then I probably won't feel him that much. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Scan is in 2 weeks. He's been moving a bit more today, so that's a positive. It's been a bit more frontal today, but yeah. Symptom wise, I've had a lot of hiccups. I have been very emotional. I have been quite grumpy and impatient. That's weird. The aversions to certain foods are starting to go away. Bacon's still a bit iffy. Oh, hello. He's moving quite a bit now. Chocolate is back on the menu, which is, I'm gonna say it's a bad thing, because when I get emotional, that's like I love chocolate, but I don't eat it. But if I'm emotional, like, you know, when I'm PMSing or if I'm pregnant, I tend to get through a lot of chocolate. So yeah, the fact that it's back on the menu is a bad thing. I don't want to gain 3.5 stone like I did with Heather. I can't think of any other symptoms. I don't know. But anyway, I'm basically 12 weeks. Probably more. Let's face it, I'm probably more like, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, somewhere in that area. But anyway, according to the midwife's predictions, I am 12 weeks. See what I mean? It's massive. I mean, it's quite a neat little bump. It's kind of like skin as my C-section scar. Like, it starts where the scar ends. But like, if I breathe in, it's still quite a decent bump. But like, I'm not breathing out. I'm just relaxed, and it's quite big. And oh god, my belly button is starting to creep. You can see. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. But, yeah, so last night I felt him like here, which is really weird because he shouldn't be that high up. So I don't know. Like, he's only like that small. It should just be here, right? So why am I feeling him there? Don't know. But just now he's been like around this bit, so I don't know what that was. Last night, I don't know. Maybe he just rammed that side of the uterus really hard and it like ricocheted or something. I don't know. But it's such a big little bump. It shouldn't be that big already. It must be further along. Ugh. So anyway, we will find out in exactly 2 weeks from today, because 2 weeks from today is my dating scan, and I'm really excited and relieved that it's getting closer, because once I have the dating scan I can stop being such a worrywart and thinking that I'm imagining the whole thing. It'll just make it all real, and yeah, 2 more weeks and I get to see my little girl or boy. I think it's a boy. But I did always kind of want 2 girls, but I mean, either's good as long as it's healthy. I mean, I've waited like 1.5 years for this to happen, so oh gosh, she's just got out of bed for some reason, so I'm gonna have to go up and sort her out, and I will do another video in a week or 2 or 3, I don't know. Probably after my scan, I guess. So I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Hi YouTube. So I had my scan 2 days ago, and it turns out that despite my very obvious bump, I'm actually not even as far along as the midwife predicted. Turns out I am just 13 weeks today, whereas the midwife predicted I would have been 14 weeks yesterday. So today I am 13 weeks. Symptoms. I have been quite weepy. I haven't actually cried, but I've just like welled up near enough, I'd say at least 2 times a day. I have been quite grumpy and impatient. I mean, that's not exactly new, but even more so. So yeah, I kind of feel sorry for Matt a bit. The food aversions, I really don't want fish. I mean, I only really recently started liking fish when my daughter was born and I was in hospital, and it was basically the only food I could have one day. Like, the other stuff was like, I think it was risotto or something. I've never tried risotto, so I didn't feel comfortable trying it. So I was like, I'd give fish another go, and it was actually alright. And since then, I've liked fish, but recently I just don't. I don't want to go near it. Everything else, some days I'll like it, some days I won't, but most of the time now things are alright. It's just I don't want fish. Meat's weird still, like, I want meat, but not a lot of it. I'd rather have like potatoes. Mashed potatoes the best. I don't know. But other than that, yeah, not really many symptoms. I'll just show you my scan pictures. I'm gonna have to like get them on a show somewhere, but I don't know where. So basically at the hospital, I wore a mask. There was only like the nurses and doctors and like 2 other patients that were wearing masks, and it was quite busy, so there was a lot of expectant mums that weren't wearing masks, and that kind of worries me. The chairs in the clinic were all set like 2 meters apart, which meant that there were less chairs, and a lot of them were filled. I'd say it was like 90% capacity sort of thing. I was quite nervous about going to the appointment, because obviously to have a scan on your belly and have your bloods taken and everything, you've got to be touched, and obviously with corona and everything, I was quite nervous about being touched by people, especially people that have touched other people. But I mean, they're washing their hands and stuff in between, you know, so it should be fine. Anyway, the little one was facing down the entire time, so yeah, I mean, I prefer that one, because you can sort of see his profile a bit. I don't know the gender, because like I'm only 13 weeks today, so, but I have been calling it a boy. That bit there is a bit of the cord, and that bit there is the little leg, and that's the spine, and you can see a bit of his ear there, and his brain, and jaw area, and that picture, that's his belly, an arm, that's a leg, and that's the top of his head, so that's his brain. Yeah, 'cause it's like scrunched up like that. So yeah, belly, top of head. It's so cute. I nearly cried in the room. But you can sort of faintly make out his nose, and I think it looks like my partner's nose. But I'm just glad that I've now got the confirmation that it's all actually real and I'm not imagining the whole thing. I mean, it's hard to, like, I don't know how I could possibly say that I'm imagining it at this point, even without the scan anyway, because his kicks are getting really strong. Yeah, I'm just dead excited. Matt said that because the scan was fine and everything, that I was allowed to buy more baby stuff. I haven't gone crazy. I've just bought a few more nappy bits, and Matt bought the pushchair and car seat yesterday. We had to get it ordered to my mum's, because that was the only place that it was in stock, and obviously we won't be able to get it until this whole thing with corona and stuff blows over. Oh, and I ordered some bamboo terries to use for night time. So I'm waiting for those to arrive. There's still one nappy wrap that's come from China that hasn't come yet. The sun's suddenly gone away. Oh, it might be coming back, I don't know. I made this, and I made some leg warmers to match. I need to darn the ends away yet. How cute. I'm also making a jumper to match, and after that I'm going to make booties and mittens to match. So yeah, I'm on it. My mum's been making loads of stuff for it as well. I've got to do another nappy wrap. I've drawn it all out and everything. I just need to cut it out, and make it, which won't take too long to be honest. About an hour I think the others took, but they didn't turn out as well. But I've got better elastics now, so fingers crossed. Yeah, that's how things are going right now with the pregnancy. 13 weeks today, not 14 weeks yesterday. That's my bum. My belly button's really starting to make an appearance now. I'm having to go on my tiptoes, I'm that short. I don't know if it's going to be tilt anymore. It's such a low and little bum. Like, it's like, yeah. But Heather's dead excited. Yeah. It's gonna be good. So just gotta wait for stuff to arrive, and I do have baskets in other online shops, but obviously I'm gonna wait a while before I buy them. I do have a Amazon wish list, but I'll probably wait until nearer to the baby shower to release it. I want my baby shower to be on Halloween, even though I'm not due until the 11th of December, but Halloween's at the very end of October, so I figured it's only like 5 or 6 weeks. And my baby shower with Heather was quite a bit later. I think I was like 35 weeks pregnant, and I gave birth at 38 weeks, and I was pretty worn out by the end of my baby shower. So yeah, I think Halloween's a good date, plus it means I can dress up. Any excuse. Yeah, that's 13-week update. True 13-week, seeing as the last ones were, what, 8 weeks and 9 weeks, but they were actually 7 weeks and 8 weeks. So ignore whatever dates I told you in the previous videos. Anyway, so yeah, I'll see you soon. Hi YouTube. So, it's like midweek at the moment. We're currently on, I think it's Monday? No, it's Sunday. Okay, so it's only a couple of days after my last video. But some stuff is coming post, and I'm excited to talk about it. So I had enough stuff arrive, like covers and stuff, to warrant doing a newborn nappy wash, just to, you know, get rid of anything like factory residues or whatever. So I bulked it out with some of the general laundry, but yeah, so I've got the covers and the stuff that arrived yesterday. Is the little ones you can see, where's my finger? There. They are little pants, bamboo, the Super P ones, and they're 50 centimetres squared. And I got them second hand from a lady on Facebook. So they were a little bit cheaper, like probably £3 cheaper, and then minus postage as well. So not that much, but at least they're second hand, so saving a bit of everything. And then the other thing that arrived yesterday was some little joeys, which really randomly went down to half price on Amazon. None of the other little Joeys were down to half price, and we thought maybe that colour's being discontinued, but then the day after I bought them, which was yesterday, the day they actually arrived, they came within one day. So yesterday they went back up to full price, like £30 for the two. So I got two little Joeys for £16, and it was free postage because I ordered something else with it. So yeah, and they're so cute and tiny. I didn't expect them to be so cute and tiny. They seem pretty like padded with the absorbency. I know it's microfiber, so a lot of people have said that it doesn't last very long, but the little balloon pockets that I've got and the Joeys are basically mainly for the hospital. Like if I mean, I know when I was in the hospital with Heather, none of the nurses or midwives or doctors actually changed her, but since we don't really know what's gonna happen this year, like I mean, hopefully all of this COVID stuff will be over by December, but if it's not, then, and I have to have another cesarean, then I may very well need help from the midwives or whatever changing her. So I thought I'd get a couple that are easy to do, like all-in-ones and pockets are really easy to just put on. And then when I get home, whether I'm feeling more up to it or Matt's on paternity leave and can help, we can do flats and wraps at home. Yeah, but I mean, hopefully the doctor seems really confident that I can have another that I can try for a natural birth. I imagine that I'm probably still going to need a lot of pain meds because apparently I'm not very good at labour. But that might just be because it went on so long. I don't know, we'll see. We've got, 6-7 months. Something. 27 weeks? Yeah, we'll go 27 weeks. Though I had Heather at 38 weeks, so probably more like 25 weeks. Because I'm just assuming that it will be about the same. But yeah, I'm just dead excited that I've got a decent stash now. Like I want a couple more covers, and I'm gonna knit a couple more as well, like wool ones. But other than that, we're set, I think. Yeah, I've been. And this is the stuff that's, dry and everything. They're not the all-in-ones, the fitted nappies that I made. Some are better than others. Sorry, a nappy fell on my mouse and turned me off. That one's quite a bit bigger, but I think the legs are tighter. This one is super tiny, so I may just have to get that on the baby right away. I think it's sort of a similar fit to a Joey. It's just obviously not got the PUL bit. This one's a similar sizing to that one, but a bit wider. And I wish I did the rounded wings. And these ended up really tall, but that's made from an old Harry Potter t-shirt, so I really like that. But I don't think the snap down is going to be very functional. I may have to just use a Nappy with it. I think I did the wings a bit long. And the purple one, that's from an old pyjama top. Again, I think I'm gonna have to use a Nappy with it and maybe fold it down or something. At least until the baby gets a bit taller or loses the umbilical cord. And then we've got some old flannels. That's 2 of them folded together. A bit of an old pyjama top. So I used some of the sleeves for wipes. Another bit of an old top, which fits into the little and bloom pockets really well. And then a bit of an old shirt. I think it was the back part. Oh yeah, obviously, because the front part has buttons. Just like repurposing stuff, because yeah. None of what I already had seemed to be small enough for the pockets, and the inserts that they sent were, in my opinion, too big for the pockets. So I decided to just repurpose stuff and make my own inserts for the pockets. And I can't remember if I showed you this already, but this is the wall cover that I made. It's got a bit of a sort of crotchy gusset sort of thing, and the back's wider. It's so cute and it's quite stretchy, and it smells lovely. I think there's already some lanolin residue on it. Apparently you don't have to use so much lanolin if you hand knit your covers, so we'll see, but I'm really happy with it. Can't wait to actually use it. And there's some just general clothes that I've made for the baby. Normal trousers, they will probably have to go over a pocket, I think, just for trimness. And I'm making a little jumper, and I've done some leg warmers and a hat to match that. But yeah, oh, we also bought the car seat and push chair, but we had to order them to my mum's, and they got there, I think that was yesterday, I can't remember, no, it was Friday. Yeah, and yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, but I'm mostly excited about the bamboo terry nappies. I can't wait to try those. I've never tried proper terries with Heather. I did use a towel on her during the flats challenge, and I think it went quite well. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you this Friday coming, or the Friday after, whenever, for my bump update. Thanks, bye. Okay, hi YouTube, I am super annoyed because I just recorded my update and the computer whacked out or something and it's not recorded it, so that's really annoying. As I was saying, please ignore this. We've got stuff to sort out, stuff to organise, stuff to sell. I haven't recorded for a long time. I'm actually nearly 19 weeks, and I find out the sex in a couple of weeks. I was saying I'm not that fussed what it is, because like gender doesn't really matter. Like, as long as my kids, you know, love each other and play nicely together, I don't really care what their genders are, or whatever. I'm gonna put him in, or her in, whatever clothes, regardless of what gender they are. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, I've got, like, the nappies that I've got, some are girly, some are kind of boyish, some are unisex. It doesn't really matter. Things we've bought, quite a lot of what I bought was off eBay. I got the I already had one man bottle, but someone was selling the man pump with 5 bottles, a dummy and a sterilizer, and I won that for, I think it was like £6, like all of it. I already had a sterilizer, but obviously I wanted the pump and the extra bottles, so I kept the sterilizer, and I'm trying to sell the one that I already have because well, I don't need to, and the one that I got off eBay is actually bigger, and it's the same brand as the bottles and the pump that I'll be using. I also got a Nature Bond silicone pump, like the Hacker, but it's Nature Bond, different brands, basically the same thing. So you just squeeze it, push the flange back, put it over your nipple, put the flange forward, release, and it creates a suction that will help the letdown come out when you're nursing on the other side. You can also use it, you can squeeze it gently to alleviate like swollen, breasty, milky boobs, basically. What else? I won some swimming costumes and a swimming costume and some swimming nappies for like 99p each. They're from Splashabout, so it's like a high-end brand, so I would have ended up paying like 20 quid for them or something. We got the car seat. It came with the pushchair that I wanted, and it was in sale, so we basically got it for free, and the pushchair a bit cheaper, so bargain. What else? I think I showed the other nappies that I got before, but this is a Imagine Baby all-in-one. It's got an umbilical cord snap down, and the rise is there. So the smallest size is there, then small, medium, large, basically. And then inside it's got like a tongue. You can snap it in, or when the umbilical cord's down, it's kind of it's a bit long when the cord's down because it ends up sticking up like that. So I think I'll just fold it a bit like that, which will be good if it's a boy. And then it's cotton and bamboo. No, it's not. It's all bamboo, I believe. Yeah, it's 100% bamboo. So that's the second natural all-in-one I have, I believe, because the others are microfiber, like the Mabod one, the one that's off like AliExpress, is microfiber, and the Little Joey's microfiber. It's just the Grovia all-in-one, the Grovia newborn that's cotton and hemp. But yeah, I got all my nappies quite cheap, like either in the sale or second hand. A lot of the covers that I got second hand were actually unused, and I still saved like like 3/4 of the cost that I would have paid if I bought them new from the shops, like, and most of the inserts will be the muslins that I use with Heather, so that's a big cost saver right there, and eco-friendly too, because, you know, using it with 2 kids. I think that's basically it. We've been, that's the changing unit that we've got for the baby, obviously, because I just pulled the nappy out of it. So the nappies are all on that shelf there, and then all of the drawers are clothes, and one of the drawer is just filled with the woolen stuff that me and my mum and my grandma have made for the baby. I finished this today. Lovely little cardigan. I'm very proud of it, because it's probably the most complicated pattern that I've done so far, because I'm quite a novice, but like the sleeves match up perfectly, and I thought I was gonna miss a few rows on one arm or something, but yeah. Symptom wise, I've been forgetful, weepy, snappy. The snappiness has gone down considerably, but the weepiness has gone up. I've been craving sweet stuff, salty stuff, mostly sweet, mostly pop. Also milk. I will chug down like a pint of milk like crazy. Like I'll just randomly go to the fridge and be like, milk. Yeah, fizzy pop. I know it's not exactly the best thing to consume when you're pregnant, but it's what I want. And anyway, I can't be eating that badly, because despite putting on 5 pounds in my first trimester and eating loads of junk, and now being in my second trimester, I have now lost 2 pounds. So in total, over the course of the nearly 19 weeks, I have only put on 3 pounds. I don't understand how this is possible, because I put on 3.5 stone when I was pregnant with Heather. 3.5 stone. And I never lost all of it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be uploading all of my weekly updates as one big video, so you'll be seeing this at the same time as my previous weeks, like I think I was 13 weeks and 10 weeks and something else, don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and show you my bump without revealing too much of myself, because I'm wearing a nightie, so I'm just going to show you over my nightie basically. Oh. It's quite big. My future father-in-law thinks it looks like a boy bump. But I don't know if he's just saying that because he's probably assuming that we want a boy, because we have a girl. So he's probably thinking, oh, they want a boy. Or I don't know. I don't know if he's just saying it because we're hoping. I don't really mind. I think I'd like a girl. I mean, I grew up with 2 girls, so I don't mind though. We'll just wait and see in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. Anyway, I'll upload this now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found it useful in some way, or entertaining at least. Again, please ignore all of that. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye!